Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm getting ready to finish up the rest of my fence here, my garden fence. I have an additional 25 feet I want to install today. But before I get started on that, I wanted to change out the blade on my RYOBI table saw here. I had this original blade in there for a while, and I didn't realize what an upgrade this new one would be. So it's pretty straightforward. I did get caught up on it. There's a safety measure here that I was overlooking. So I just wanted to share a quick video to explain exactly how and show exactly how to change this blade out. You just need a screwdriver and a crescent wrench. This is a 13 millimeter, and yeah, I'm gonna walk you through it right now. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so to change the blade out, you'll just need a couple of tools. A socket wrench with an adapter, this one's 13 millimeter, and a screwdriver. That's it. I went with the Diablo blade, 60 teeth. It is a very nice blade. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. To access the main screw that is holding the blade in place, there's this safety cover here, that way you don't cut yourself or the blade doesn't fly off while using. So you have to go over here, loosen this screw, and then raise it up, get it out of the way. Now that you have access to the blade and the screw holding it in place, you can use that socket wrench to loosen it. I loosened it just a little bit and then use my fingers to loosen it the rest of the way. Like I said, it's pretty simple, but unless you've done it before, it's pretty easy to get caught up on this part. So this blade is not sharp at all. It's pretty dull. I think it's been in there for probably about a year and a half since I've owned it. I've used it for a lot of projects, and I just didn't realize the difference between that one and a brand new blade with additional teeth. It says it's for ultra fine projects, you know, finishing like interior baseboards and flooring. That's what I originally got it for, but it sat in my garage for the last 6 months because I couldn't figure out easily how to change the blade, and I didn't want to slow down and stop my project, so I just put the blade to the side, and that's where the blade's been sitting ever since. Meanwhile, when I was cutting my fence, you know, the end pieces are a little rough and jagged from the dull blade. It's just so much easier to use the saw with a nice fresh blade too. So I made a couple cuts with it and it feels amazing. All right, putting the last screw back in here, and once I get this tightened up, we are good to go. I'm pretty excited to get started on the rest of my fence. It's looking pretty awesome so far. Just creating you know, some dimension in my backyard, and behind this fence is where I'm going to put my garden in the spring. So I wanted to keep the dogs out of the garden, kind of keep it separated, and just add some beauty to my backyard. I spend most of my time, at least in the fall, the winter, and spring, in my backyard. It's my happy place, I would say. I have these 3 sections of the fence done. I need to build another 5 sections. It'll be just over 25 feet to the end of this side of the fence. Then it's going to turn left, and I have about 50 more feet to do. But thanks for tuning in.